G'day champions, this is going to be a great video. We're going to run through how I cut this awesome little race prop out of an old bronze ski boat prop. You can get this sort of stuff online very cheap, marketplace, stuff like that. And now this is my best performing prop on my setup, and I had so much fun cutting it down, shaving it, balancing it. We're going to run through all of that in this video. Subscribe, because in a future video I'm going to show you how you can check the pitch of a prop at home just with rulers and measurements and maths. Super easy. Anyway, let's get into how I did this, and maybe it'll inspire some of you guys to give it a go. So much fun. Let's get into it. Okay, here's the next challenge. Here we have one of my mates' very fast propellers. It's off of 15 horsepower, proven to do very well in a lot of conditions. And this is an old ski boat prop which I had on the shelf. It did have some bent ends of the blades. I've straightened that out, and I'm going to take a template off these blades and mark it onto this. As you can see, that's marked there. I have a lot to cut off, and then I'm going to have a lot of thinning to do on those blades. But I think it's worthwhile to have a play with that and see the results. This is a 15 pitch, and I've measured what I'm going to end up with once I do the cut. And it's going to be very close to 14. So it'll be interesting. So I've already cut one of these blades down to size. And there's the template off my mate's prop. That's the blade shape I'm trying to replicate onto this prop. So I still need to cut the trailing edge there. The other blades are marked. So basically, to mark them out, I've just grabbed the verniers, and from the edge of the spline inside, I've marked the blade tips. You sort of see the scratch there and there. And then that sort of gives me the diameter of where to put my template. That will all be checked obviously once the rough cut is done. And then I'm gonna have to thin these blades out because it's left the front edge very thick. So I'll be shaving the thickness of this down, and I'll be taking the meat off the back of the blades. I'll leave this front face the shape it is. Taking a heap off. So once they're cut, it's freaking so thick. It's really like 7 millimeters thick. So yeah, I'm just starting to shave them down. Anyway, I'm having fun. Well, that's the prop I'm trying to copy the blade shape on. So, same blade shape, about one less pitch. The rake's roughly the same. Blades are about 1.5 millimeters thick at the front at the moment. I just want to clean it up a bit more, make sure the blades are all the same, then I'll balance it, and hopefully it works. Anyway, having so much fun. So before I go much further with this prop, I want to get my correct spline inside. I've turned up a few brass bushes and epoxied those into the center of the prop. It was originally a tapered shaft prop. So they're in there and nice and centered, and then I will epoxy my spline into the center, and then I will dowel pin between my new spline and the brass bushes and the brass bushes and the prop. So I'll run through that next, and then we can start balancing and shaping a little bit more finely. All right, so I've got all my little dowels in. So each dowel is about 15 millimeters long, and that's some stainless steel filler rod. Anyway, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4 on the bottom of the prop, and on the top we have 1 here and 1 here, plus all of those bushes, and this spline is actually epoxied in to that prop as well. So I found those dowels do a really good job. You'd have to shear them off. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of this at about 15 millimeters each. So you're looking at about, yeah, probably that much that you'd have to shear to actually have that hub spin. So yeah, pretty good. So this prop is at a pretty awesome stage now. Each blade is measured out. It's the exact same shape as the other two. And I have got these calipers and measured, in the center of each blade and certain areas, and made sure to shave them down to the same thickness. I haven't balanced this yet. I'll go ahead and finish the pressure side of the blades, the front side, and then to balance it, I'll remove material from the back. It shouldn't be too far wrong. Anyway, I'll whack this in a drill now and just see how far out it is. So here I have a drill with an old prop shaft in it. So what I'm going to do, very carefully, keep my fingers back obviously, but if I put that in there and give it a spin up, I will feel whether there's quite a shake on that. I don't know if it's coming out in the camera. It's not too bad for a cut prop, but definitely needs to be balanced. Awesome. All right, well, I'll go ahead and balance that. It's not actually as far as out as I thought it would be. Go ahead and balance that, and really, I should be able to put it on that once it's balanced, spin it up, and it should not shake around like that. So this side of the prop blades are pretty much finished. It's not polished or anything like that, but very happy with that finish at the moment. And I'll get into starting to balance this, and then we'll finish the back of the blades up. So this setup here is just a static balancer. So I've got 4 screws here and some levels. I can set these 2 bars up exactly level. You can check out my other videos for balancing props. You can actually set up 2 levels and do the same thing, but because I do a bit of this, I've got this set up. And then I have a shaft which runs through a prop, and 2 cones which push in and center the prop on my straight shaft. So once you place the prop on this, the heavy blade should drop to the bottom. I've numbered my blades so I know which blade I'm looking at. Looks like number 1 is a bit heavy, and probably also some of number 2. So we basically want to be able to put this on any angle and for it to stay, which would indicate that it's balanced. But yeah, you can see definitely not balanced at the moment. So I'll start shaving a bit off the back of number 1 and work out where we need to get it balanced, and then we'll put it back in the drill and check it out. All right, so I've finished balancing this prop, and as you can see, there is absolutely no shakes at all. Running very, very smooth. So yeah, that's balanced. And what I might do is I might actually give that a run like that, and I may well need to add a little bit of cupping to the back edges. Awesome, that was so much fun. So I've just done a baseline test, GPS speed, 61.9 k's an hour this morning with that one, which is on the GPS there, 61.9 max speed. And I'm going to give this prop here a go, which I've cut out of a old ski boat prop, and hopefully we can get more than 61.9. We'll see. prop I just made was quicker. We got 63.9 kilometers an hour. So that's awesome. But anyway, I don't have time for anything else today. So all the best, champs. Subscribe to the channel. You.